Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barron. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Brooklyn Barons Relocation franchise here on Madden 23. In the last episode, we suffered a very obvious loss, but then again, when we actually were playing the game, there were moments in that game where I thought maybe we could get the W, maybe we could turn it around, but unfortunately, that didn't happen, and we lost to the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. We lose for the second time. That the series is now done. We're 0-2 against the Bills this season. But to be fair, the Bills are a much, much more talented team than we are right now. They are 11-1 now with the win on us, looking like the best team in the entire NFL, let alone the AFC. And we just can't compete with them. Like I was talking about in the intro of that video, how our defense had been playing really, really well. And that's still true. They played okay against the Bills, but Josh Allen and that offense just did whatever they wanted. Literally, like, we could not stop them for anything in that game. They did whatever they wanted the entire game, and it was just a brutal one. It was a brutal one to lose, because there was moments where I thought maybe we could make it a game, maybe we could win it, maybe we could steal one. But then we had the fumble from Saquon, which just was the nail in the coffin. Even though we threw the pick sixth on the very next drive, the fumble from Saquon where they returned it for a touchdown was just, that killed me. Like, it literally, I died after that play. That's how bad it was. Saquon doesn't really fumble the ball, but he did there, and it was weird. I didn't expect it, that's for sure. But we move on. We play the sub 500 LA Rams. They're 5-7 right now. So that is quite the scenario that we have here. We have a chance to get our 7th win of the season, get back into the playoffs, because with the loss to the Bills, we jumped out of the playoffs. I think now the Titans jumped us, or maybe the Colts, one of the teams. Somebody passed us, and now we are out of the playoffs looking in. So we got to win these next couple of games. We got some very winnable ones. We have the Dolphins in the next episode. We've already beaten them. We've got the Chargers and then the Patriots, and we have one more game after that. I don't know who it is yet. But those are some very, very, I don't know about the Chargers, but the Dolphins and Patriots are very, very winnable. So we've got to take what we can, and we got to win these games that are in front of us. So without further ado, we're back at home at FDR Stadium against the Rams. We got to get a W here. Let's get into the video. Let's do this. Okay, so here we are, week 14. The second season here in Brooklyn is actually coming to an end. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Second season is coming to an end. Nothing really has changed. We don't have to do really anything besides do the weekly strategy and take a look at the Rams roster. There's no update on scouting yet. There's no update on player contracts yet. They still have Matt Stafford, but he's an 82 overall. We're going to defend the short pass because I don't really know what this Rams offense is all about. Still have Aaron Donald. He's still an X Factor, and he's a 97 overall. And they still have Jalen Ramsey, and he's a 99 X Factor. So this is going to be tough for Malik Willis to try and go against. That is for sure. But maybe we can force some turnovers. The defense can maybe carry us, and we don't have to rely too heavily on Malik Willis and the offense, because when we rely on the offense, we don't win games, that's for sure. If we rely on the defense, that's when we win games. Unfortunately, Kayvon Thibodeau did get hurt in the last game, and he's out for 3 more weeks, so we will be without one of our better pass rushers. Sawyer Dart gets an upgrade point. We'll put it in pass protector. I know it doesn't bump up his actual overall, but at the end of the day, pass protector is what he's going to need. So he's going to go up. We will just auto-upgrade the rest of these guys. Quincy Alexander was actually hurt last episode in training too, so he comes back. Here's what the injury report looks like. I showed this at the end of last episode, but Dominique Peck, his collarbone should be healed up for next episode, so he'll be back as the starting left guard. And then Kayvon Thibodeau will be back in a few weeks, like I said. So he's just had a rough season here in Brooklyn. He's been injured now twice for like a month straight. So he's had like 2 months of the season basically lost for him. which kind of sucks. And it has Michael Jordan starting at left guard. I want Jamie Brackett to start at left guard. How close are we on finding out how... We're still pretty far away from finding out what his development trait is. What about George Patton? Are we close on him? He's played a lot of downs. Ooh, we actually are close. Maybe 1 to 2 more episodes on George Patton. We could figure out what his development trait is. What about on defense? Do we have anybody? Quincy was hurt, so he probably isn't that close. Yeah, he hasn't really played much at all either. So we'll probably figure out his in the offseason. What about Steve Smith? He's the only other rookie that we have, and he is not really close. We'll probably find out his as well at the end of the season, in the offseason. So this is what the offense looks like. Garrett Wilson does return after his injury, and I want to make sure he's in the slot. He is not, so that's a good thing I checked there. Want to make sure that he's in the slot. Sauce Gardner's in the slot. All right, special teams, I want to make sure they have Garrett Wilson being the kick returner. No, I want Holcomb to be the kick returner. Every time we get an injury, it changes it for some reason, so we got to make sure that I keep that up. Let's go get a W. That's all I can really say about it. We got to take a look at what the Rams are working with here. What are the Rams working with here in year number 3 of the franchise, but year number 2 as the Barons? The Rams, they have Matthew Stafford, 36 years old, still the quarterback of the Rams. They have Kyron Williams, but he's hurt, so they're going to have Kevin Hooker, hardly know her, out of Grand Valley State, a rookie, 23 years old. Morale is bringing him down. Okay, that's not a great running back room, even with Kyron Williams. Then the receivers, they still have Cooper Kupp. He's 31 years old, 99 overall X Factor. But then after that, they have an old Allen Robinson, a young Tutu Atwell, but he's not really developed that much. And then not really anything else after that. Evan Knight seems to be okay. 98 speed. I didn't even notice that. That's crazy. 96 acceleration. Does he have a development trait? No, he's just a normal. That's crazy speed for that kid. Might have to trade for him. The tight ends, Ian Thomas, Harrison Bryant, Josiah DeGuara. Not great tight ends. Offensive line is Joseph Noteboom, Kyle Elling, J.D. Madison, Logan Bruce, but he's injured. And then it's Wes Schweitzer. And then Rob Havenstein, an old Rob Havenstein. So the offensive line's not great. We should be able to get pressure on him. I say that every week, and we never get pressure. So the defensive line, Eric McLaughlin, 71 overall. Aaron Donald on the defensive line with Bobby Brown. Obviously, Aaron Donald's always a threat no matter how old he is. Leonard Floyd, Ernest Jones, and Kaliki Hudson are the linebackers. And Jalen Ramsey's the only good corner. All right, interesting there. Caden Stearns and Quentin Lake are the two safeties. Austin Seibert and Eric Hansen, I think it's Hansen, are the kicker punter. So I can see certainly why this team is 5-7, but that doesn't mean they're not going to play well on the field. So we got to go in, focus, win this game, dominate the game, and get out of there with our 7th victory. Maybe squeeze our way back into the playoffs. We still got a few games left to go in the season, so playoffs are not guaranteed, especially in our situation. I think the Bills are guaranteed. But, well, they're certainly guaranteed because there's no way we can win the division now because we've lost to them twice. So, let's go make the playoffs as a wild card team. But it starts here with the Rams. Let's get a W.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Rams and the Barons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Brooklyn Barons. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
Hey, partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Baron football is underway here in FDR Stadium. Rams and Barons. Let's see if we can contain this Rams offense. Mainly, that means containing Cooper Kupp. Let's see if Stafford is going to be good or not. He's having a decent season. 3,400 yards, 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's a really good season. It doesn't seem to be translating to wins in the record book, but he's still a superstar development veteran quarterback, and he's got one of the best receivers in recent history in Cooper Kupp on his team. So that's going to be in the air. Little play action on the first play of the game, and Stafford is hit on the throw. It pops in the air, goes incomplete, but that's a good sign that we're getting pressure on the first play. Now, it was play action, so it developed a little slower, but still, that was good pressure. That's going to be not a check down, but a throw to Tutu Atwell. 3rd and inches. Do they run the ball here? I think that they might, so we'll pinch, we'll blitz, we'll pinch. Bring the pressure. Nakobe Dean. Steve Smith. Steve Smith goes behind the line and grabs Hooker by the hips. Hardly know her. And pulls him back before reaching the first down. Actually lost half a yard. I'm going to fair catch that. And we hold a 3-and-out on the Rams in the first possession. Malik Willis gets his, 5th start of the season? In a row, I should say. 9 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I'm not very good with the interception to touchdown ratio, aren't I? I'm not very good. But good to see Garrett Wilson back on the field after having a little bit of a practice injury last week. Barkley breaks off a tackle and carries the ball. 13 yards in the first play. If that's going to be how the run game works today, I will be a very happy boy. That is for sure. Because then we don't have to rely so heavily on Malik Willis. Give that to George Patton. Little 6-yard check down play. Go back to the run. It's Barkley. Gets a couple yards. 3rd and 1. We'll go back to Barkley again. Did I flip that play? I did. Okay. I was just trying to itch my head. All right. Give this to Barkley. Oh, great blocking. I don't know how he shed that block so quickly and was able to get the tackle. It was like he teleported. But whatever, we got the first down, so it doesn't matter too much. I love seeing Garrett Wilson back on the field, man. It hurt my heart to not have him out there. And that's going to be right to him. First play, he breaks a couple tackles. Technically didn't even go down, really. Maybe his knee went down, I don't know. But I love having him out there because he's a great player. That's going to be incomplete. I thought I might be able to sneak that in there. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. Little bit ahead of myself there. Don't need to get too crazy. I like the fact that we could send these two guys deep and see what happens. Justin Jefferson dropped it. Okay. Maybe getting a little too crazy here. I need to just focus. Although I like this route from Jefferson if he wins. He didn't win. I couldn't throw it. I ran into a sack. That's my fault. I tried to step up in the pocket, and I ran right into a sack. That one's my fault. Donald gets half of it. There's 6-mile-an-hour winds. McPherson will hopefully put this right through. He does. It's a good thing that we have a really good kicker. So we get points. 3 points. Not what I wanted. I wanted a touchdown to start the game. But, hey, 3 points is 3 points when you're going up against former Chicago Cougar head coach in an alternate universe, Sean McVay. Let's see. I mean, oh, that was a doink. Or a stoink. All right. 3-and-out? 3-and-out? Maybe. If they can't get it to Cooper Kupp, they can't really move the ball, although I say that, and they get a huge run with Hooker. 2nd down and 1. Do they run it again? They probably run it again. They will run it again, and he'll be shut down. Oh, he got the first. Wow, I thought that he got stopped before the first. I would be mistaken. Okay. They give him the first down. It's a fresh set, so no 3-and-out for the Rams on this drive. You know, Josh Allen really hasn't been that great at pass rushing this season, or really at all in his Barons career. Cooper Kupp wide open, by the way. Don't know how he got wide open, but he was wide open. I hate not having Thibodeau out there. I should switch it to where Hutchinson plays that side when Thibodeau's out, because Hutchinson probably could play that right side. He probably needs to. Instead of having Kwity Paye out there. I mean, Kwity Paye's a good player, but that's going to be, Josh Allen and Tremaine Edmonds both in there to stop Hooker. He's going nowhere. That's back-to-back losses on the 2 runs, and it's 3rd and 13. We are pushing them back into long field goal range. We made one from back here on our drive. We'll see what they do. Stafford goes for it. It's going to be pass interference, but Sauce Gardner picks it off because it's Madden. Was that number 4 for Sauce this season? 4 or 5? That was 100% pass interference. I was all up in Cooper Kupp's grill. That was clear pass interference. But it's Madden. They don't call it, and that's an interception. I will take it. Barkley, nice gain. 28 yards for him. Let's go a little read option here. Hopefully they don't read Malik Willis. Final play of the quarter, and it's going to work, at least for a little bit. Malik Willis, 11 yards. We've been starting to use his legs a little bit. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last episode against the Bills. One of them was a 1-yard QB sneak, but still, it's a rushing touchdown. 1st down and 10. Going to run this ball with Barkley to start the second quarter, and Barkley will get a few yards. Aaron Donald was all up on him. Luckily, not quick enough. Do I go Jefferson? Yes, I do. Justin Jefferson, middle of the field on the slant. Good job. Love to see it. Love to see it. Slant action, maybe. Maybe a little clear out for TJ Hawkinson in the middle. Throw that quickly. It's Elijah Moore. And Elijah Moore kept fighting for extra yards there. 2nd down and 1. Come on, boys. Let's get the blocks. There it is. Aaron Donald forces me down, but I got the first. If we could just waste time, I'd be happy winning 3-0. I don't care. It's not about style points when you've got an offense that struggles. It's about winning games. And if we could win a game 3-0, I would be happy. 2nd down and 8. That's a bad throw, but it's caught by Elijah Moore anyway. A poor throw from Malik Willis doesn't matter. Elijah Moore is able to hold on. I'm going to step up and run here. I thought there was an opening. I guess there wasn't as much of an opening as I thought there was. That's an opening in real life, not really in Madden. I'm going to have to... Nobody was open. That was a poor play call. That was a poor play call. Aaron Donald with the sack. That one's on me. That one's on me. I didn't have anybody open there. And I knew I wasn't going to have anybody open. TJ Hawkinson gets a couple yards, but the sack really ruined it on that drive. The sack really just killed that drive. And it's just a bad play call. I should never have called that play. There wasn't enough options. Everybody was focused on one side of the field. It wasn't great. But McPherson puts us on the board again. Adds to our lead, 6-0. I mean, obviously I want 2 touchdowns on those 2 drives, but getting points still is good because this Rams offense, in the first couple of times they've been out there, hasn't been able to do much. Nakobe Dean pops that ball out. David Ajabo right there to pick it up. Nakobe Dean on the kick return with an absolute avalanche-type hit, and that's a 2nd turnover for the Los Angeles Rams. And that completely flips the momentum. We already had a lot of momentum, but that, you know what I mean. It completely turns the tide. It energizes the boys, and Saquon Barkley takes 2 carries to get into the end zone, but he's got it. And the Brooklyn Barons are about to go up 2 scores on the LA Rams. Bada bing, bada boom. McPherson puts it up and through. 13-0. And LA has been punched in the mouth on their first few drives. I can't believe Nakobe Dean, I mean, he was like untouched the entire way down the field. So he had a full head of steam coming down on Knight and absolutely laid the hammer on him and popped that ball out. Oh, McPherson. McPherson was the one that brought the tackle there. I like how the backup quarterback, who's not as good as Stafford, not as experienced as Stafford, is telling him what to look for. All right, they're going to hand this off. They should have did play action. That would have worked better. Hooker goes down in the backfield for a loss. Quinnen Williams easily is through, and that is the 2-minute warning. This is the kind of game that I was looking for. We need this. This is a great bounce-back type of game. After the debacle, just horrible outcome and horrible performance that was the Bills game last episode, this is the perfect kind of bounce-back, get-right game that we needed headed into the end of the season here down the final stretch. And Aiden Hutchinson will get the sack. It's not a user sack because I switched off him at the last second because I didn't think he was going to get pressure, but he does, and that is a sack. Aiden Hutchinson with the play, and we force another turnover for the Rams. We have a minute to go. We get the ball at the second half, so if we could put up a field goal or another touchdown or something, that would be awesome. Barkley is really close to 1,000 yards. He certainly should get it if we can get a few good runs. That's awesome. I really wanted him to get 1,000 yards this year. It would look like it was a struggle at the beginning of the season because we certainly could not run the ball at the beginning of the year. Good pass from Malik Willis. I really need to change his release because it kind of frustrates me. It's really slow. Let's call a timeout here, 32 seconds. I wasn't really paying attention to the clock there. That's why I wasted a little bit too much time. 32 seconds. I think we can get this to Justin Jefferson. Once he crosses the middle of the field, it's going to be intercepted. The pressure was way too much. The pressure was way too much there. I should have just taken the sack, to be honest with you, but I forced a throw because I didn't want to take the sack. That one's on me, not Malik Willis. A lot of these interceptions that Malik Willis has thrown have been because I've just made bad decisions. Not much I can do about that, except for make a better decision. Derwin James, the big hit. They should be able to get a field goal out of this. Unless they get sacked or fumble or something. But as long as they keep the ball, they should be able to score a field goal out of this. Unless, ooh, Murphy Bunting was right there. He hasn't really been a factor later in the season. They're probably going to take the field goal here. Yes, they will. They'll line up. It's a deep one. It's got to be like 50 plus, I would think, or maybe like a 49 or something. They might have been able to get a little bit closer. It's up. It's short. No, it's not. Okay, it looked like it was going to be just short. They do get on the board with the field goal. There's 2 seconds left. Man, that interception's kind of annoying. I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. I should have just taken the sack. It would have been better than what happened. That's for sure. And that's how the half ends. So we go into halftime up 13-3. We're going to do, let's run inside with Saquon Barkley. Let's do defend the short pass with Matt Stafford because that seems to be what they're trying to do the most. We get the ball to start, so we can just continue to run our offense. We just got to run our offense like that last possession never happened. Garrett Wilson did not block very well, and I ran right into the block, or right into the tackler. Barkley's got 10 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown today. I didn't realize he had 50 yards already. It's kind of awesome. All right, Michael Carter will come in for this play. Did that say they had 5 rushing yards? That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane, the fact they have 5 rushing yards. Ooh, Carter trying to fight for some extra ones. 3rd and 2 after back-to-back runs. I can't pass up a press coverage with no deep safety. You know I can't pass it up. Justin Jefferson catches it. It was a bad throw from Malik Willis, but it's a catch anyway. You know I can't pass that up. Not the greatest of throws from Malik. If it was a better throw, it might have been even more yards, maybe a touchdown. Who knows? Barkley fights forward. He's got a few extra. Garrett Wilson. I like this. Nah, I don't really like this route from Garrett Wilson. Maybe a streak? Inside leverage? Oh, it's probably a good thing I didn't throw the ball there. That's probably picked off if I throw it. The Rams get pressure very quickly. They are a good team in terms of getting pressure. That's another sack. Got to throw it. Elijah Moore. He's really good at catching those balls that are kind of overthrown. So he has to kind of like reach out a little bit further. He's good at catching those. Another catch and another conversion on 3rd down. I got to wait for Garrett Wilson to get open. There it is. Garrett Wilson. It was always going to be Garrett Wilson. I know Justin Jefferson probably was open too, but it was always going to be Garrett Wilson there. Always going to be Garrett. And now Ramondre Stevenson comes in. We haven't seen him basically all year, and he gets a carry to the 1. Okay, Ramondre, I see you. I'll give you a chance to score a touchdown here. Get in there, Ramondre. He broke the tackle, and he's in. Ramondre Stevenson. All right. Not gotten a lot of touches this year, but when he did, he made it pay. And it is 20-3. McPherson puts the extra point up. Stafford doesn't know what to do, man. Sean McVay's offense is not good right now. It is not working. They're going to have to figure something out. They are going to have to figure something out because whatever they're doing right now is not the move. David Ajabo doesn't get the big hit, but Jeff Okudah does. It's 21-yard lines where Stafford and the Rams will start. All right, boys. Let's get back out here, get some pressure on Stafford, make him make some bad decisions. And maybe, just maybe, another turnover. It's a fake sweep to Cooper Kupp. It'll give it to Hooker, and he'll fight for some good yardage. Get to the 1 or get to the 30. 2nd down and 1 now. That's a good play. Good fake. Using Cooper Kupp as a decoy. Come on, Quinnen Williams. Break off the line. Quinnen Williams could not win off the line. It's dropped, which just shows you the struggles the Rams have been dealing with really all season. Is that Derwin James activated out there? No, it's Murphy Bunting activated. It's going to be... Oh, Hooker just gets it. Nakobe Dean met him at the line and maybe would have stopped him if he would have brought him down. But Hooker did a good job, good strength out of the backfield to break that tackle, get the 1st down, keep the drive alive. Quinnen Williams misses the sack. I missed the sack. I shouldn't say Quinnen Williams. I missed the sack. Why do I suck? I suck so bad sometimes. Like, that was an easy sack that most players with eyes could be able to hit. That ball's out. Derwin James popped it. Lewis Seen happened to be right there. Tutu Atwell with an off-ball injury, holding his ribs. That ball came out. That's the 3rd turnover. That's the staff points achieved. We did our goal. I'm really happy that I put deflator on Derwin James because that has come into play more than you would think. He comes off that deep safety spot a lot. Michael Carter with a good carry. He's got 4 carries, 20 yards. Jalen Ramsey in on the tackle. Jefferson's got his X Factor added. So does Garrett Wilson. Both of our receivers have their X Factors activated. Let's go. That's going to be Garrett Wilson. Who else? Who else but Garrett Wilson? GW. Good old GW. That's not good. Throw this away. Might have been intentional grounding, maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to just throw this deep to Garrett Wilson in the end zone, see if he can get it. He's not going to be there, but neither is Justin Jefferson because it's an inaccurate pass under pressure. Malik Willis. Not a great throw there. I don't want to have 3 points. I want to have a touchdown. And it's going to be Saquon Barkley at the 1. Saquon Barkley at the 1. Do we have slants available to us? We do. Does Garrett Wilson have a slant available? He has an in route that I can make him run. Garrett Wilson touchdown. Feels good to say that again. Touchdown Malik Willis. That feels good to say. Touchdown Garrett Wilson. And we are finally, I've been asking for this all season. Just a game where I feel confident the entire way. Nothing screwy's happened. Nothing stupid. Nothing to make me rage. Just a nice, easy game where we can just dominate on defense and actually have plays go our way on offense. It feels good. I don't get a lot of these. So I gotta cherish them while I have them, because who knows what's gonna happen next episode. It's the NFL and it's Madden, more importantly. You never know what's gonna happen from game to game. Oh, Nakobe Dean, good tackle there. Good job. That's gonna be the end of the third quarter. Third quarter is over. We've got 1 quarter to hold on to this 27-3 lead that we have right now. If we blow this, then we should just disband as an NFL team if we blow this lead. Because this Rams team has not done anything all day. Except for throw passes to Tutu Atwell, who seems to be healthy now. He was injured at the last time we saw him. That was a good throw on the slant. Good throw. Can't be mad at it. That's going to be Stafford just heaving one. Jeff Okudah just knocks it incomplete. I guess that's fine. We didn't really need an interception there. It would have been nice. Okudah could have got it. But Cooper Kupp was just that little bit quicker there to get to the ball and force Okudah to not have as easy of a time catching it. That's going to be caught. Allen Robinson. Murphy Bunting was turned around. He couldn't get the interception. It's 3rd and 3. Do they run this ball? They haven't been very successful on the ground today. Nope, it's going to be a Stafford pass. It's going to be a Stafford quick pass, and Bryce Hall, who was actually injured last episode in the training, got beat. He thought Allen Robinson was going to run a deeper, longer route, but he turned it around on a curl, on a little comeback, and it worked out for him. But that is going to be knocked incomplete. Murphy Bunting forces that. Tutu Atwell was the targeted man. They're running a lot of those routes on Murphy Bunting. He's getting better at them. I'd like to see one of them get picked off, obviously. But as of right now, it's okay. That's going to be caught. Cooper Kupp. And I won't be able to lay a big hit on him. I think Derwin James technically did lay a big hit. That might have counted as one. They're taking a lot of time, though. They are wasting a lot of time. They cannot waste time. That's going to be Ian Thomas. Breaks a couple of tackles. Derwin James, I think, is the one to bring him down officially. And it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 12. They're into the red zone. And it's a sweep. Allen Robinson breaks a tackle. Derwin James wrestles him, but he falls in. It's a touchdown for the Rams. They did whatever they wanted on that drive. That felt like playing against the Buffalo Bills there. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's got time. He's rolling. Don't let him run in. Don't let him run in. He runs in. I couldn't turn on to anybody that would let me run after him. They get the 2-point conversion. They don't go for the onside kick. It's probably still a little too early for that. Okay. We still got a big lead. It's all good. Why do they block like that? They know that that's the way that I'm going to go, or at least I know that's the way that I'm going to go. Maybe I should change it up. Try to get a run play with Barkley, get this run game going again. Oh, he slipped a tackle. But I got stuck. I got stuck behind, I think it was George Patton. I had an opening. Couldn't get to it in time. And that's going to be a couple guys tackling me down there. Looks like Jefferson's X Factor is still activated. I don't know if Garrett Wilson's is. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Barkley gets the 1st down. He should at least. Yes, he did. Okay. Barkley gets the 1st. They want us to try to run this clock down, and I don't hate that, especially with the Rams, their most recent offensive possession, absolutely destroying us. Just rolling down the field. They're probably not going to use their timeouts until after the 2-minute warning, obviously. Let's get the ball back to Ramondre. He impressed me on his first carries. Can he do it again? Nothing on that one. 3rd and 5. I don't know if I'll get this off before the 2-minute warning. I might be able to. Just barely. Throw that Garrett Wilson. Oh my God, that was a risky throw, mainly because those throws sometimes either get picked off or are incomplete, just thrown out of bounds. But Garrett Wilson, man, huge catch. Stevenson, I couldn't get to the edge. I tried it. They're going to use their timeouts now. Could not get to the edge with Ramondre. 2nd down and 10 from the 43. Gotta waste the timeouts of the Rams. That's another one. But this time, oh, it's Barkley. I was gonna say this time maybe Garrett Wilson goes down the field, but Saquon's running the seam, which I don't necessarily hate. Saquon Barkley, he caught it. Saquon Barkley. I did not see that coming at all. I thought it was either going to be knocked incomplete or interception or something. But Barkley goes up and mosses whoever was covering him. I think that was a safety. That was awesome. That was super cool. Justin Jefferson drops it. That was a tough throw. Tough catch, too. Tough throw, tough catch. Jefferson loses his X factor. Garrett Wilson still has his. I gotta try to get it to him. It's 4th and 6 now. We could just put a field goal up, which is probably what we'll do. I was trying to get more points with Malik Willis, trying to get as many XP points as possible so he can go up to a 70. We put it through. It's a 30-11 game. This game hasn't necessarily been as dominant, I was like, despite the score. You might think, looking at a score of 30-11, oh, you absolutely destroyed the Rams. But no, if you watch the game, it hasn't really felt like that. I mean, yeah, we've been pretty solid on offense every single time, but for the most part, it's just been kind of a, I don't know, just another defensive performance from these guys. Except for that last possession for the Rams where they scored the touchdown, where they just did whatever they wanted. Other than that, our defense has really been back to what it used to be earlier in the season. Cooper Kupp should have had the catch off the deflection. Bounces off his hands, incomplete. And if he would have had that, who knows where he goes. Maybe he takes it for a touchdown. I don't know. He probably should have had it, though. And that's just a little check down. Nakobe Dean brings down Hooker. It's 3rd and 7. Under a minute to go. And Stafford will go down. The combination of Tremaine Edmonds and David Ajabo. No, not David Ajabo. Kwity Paye. The combination of those two guys will get the sack. Even though Tremaine Edmonds pretty much had it. Cooper Kupp will get it knocked away. And Malik Willis has a chance for another touchdown. Malik Willis has one more shot at a touchdown. I will try it. TJ Hawkinson, go up big body. I don't know if he got stuck or something. I don't know why I couldn't get the touchdown there or get the jump animation. All right, whatever. Garrett Wilson open. Garrett Wilson, fight for the touchdown. Okay, he won't get there. We'll call a timeout. 12 seconds left. Gotta try and get this touchdown here. I can't even do slants. Can I send Justin Jefferson on a slant? There it is. 2nd touchdown passing for Malik Willis. Gotta get him as many XP points as possible. I don't care if I'm running up the score or not. Now it looks more like a blowout. I gotta get those XP points, man. Gotta get those XP points. 10 seconds left. I think I'll just squib this. Squib. Squibbity, squibbity, squibbity. That was a great throw from Malik Willis to Garrett Wilson on the play before the touchdown. He was throwing like off his back foot and everything, and it worked out. 10 seconds. McPherson will squib. It'll be caught in stride. And Ajabo and a couple other guys will bring him down. 7 seconds. How big of a cannon does Matt Stafford have in his old age? We'll find out. Will he even get the play off, or will we sack him? Who knows? He will get the throw off. It's going to make it to the end zone. Pick it off. Knock it down. Something. Thank you. And we are going to blow out the LA Rams at home. That's a big win. That's our 7th win of the season. We needed that. That keeps us in the hunt for the playoffs. Malik Willis, 17 of 25, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Good day for him. I hate to have that interception because that was 100% on me. Barkley, 17 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown for him. Ramondre also had a touchdown. Receiving, Garrett Wilson, 6 catches, 82 yards, touchdown. Elijah Moore had 4 for 66. Jefferson had 3 for 50 and a touchdown. Barkley had that crazy catch down the seam. That was amazing. Tackle-wise on defense, Derwin James and Nakobe Dean both had 7. Tremaine Edmonds had 6. We had a sack from Aiden Hutchinson, a half a sack from Kwity Paye and Tremaine Edmonds, and we had 1 interception from Sauce Gardner on Cooper Kupp, where he probably should have been called for pass interference, but they didn't call it because it's Madden. And we win 37-11. Much needed win. That was a get-right game. That was a mental game that we needed to get our focus back on the playoffs and back on trying to continue to be good and progressing in this series. Big win. We got the Dolphins next episode. That should be another big win, but you never know. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Tua. Although Tua didn't play well last time we played him, so we'll see what happens. But big win for the Barons. Let's go back and wrap this thing up. Okay, so the Bills won again. So they are 12-1 on the year. They've got a chance to go, 16-1? They would go 13-1, 14-1, 15-1, 16. Yeah, 16-1 on the season, which is pretty crazy. We're 7-5-1 now. If we take a look at the playoff picture, we are back in it as the 7 seed. So we gotta keep playing this way. Although I just took a peek at the NFC side. The Bears are the 1 seed over on the NFC side, and they play us, or we play them, the final week of the season. So hopefully that doesn't try and screw us. I really hope that doesn't try and mess us up there. But we've got the Dolphins, who are last in the AFC East, then the Chargers, then the Patriots, then the Bears to wrap up the season. Bills, obviously, are the only team to be in the playoffs because they've clinched the AFC East. Ravens are 10-3, Steelers are 10-3. That's a crazy AFC North right there. Then the Texans are 9-4, Titans are 8-5, and then us at 7-5-1 with the Colts who are 7-5-1. Did we tie the Colts? Is that our tie? The Browns are 2-11. I could have sworn it was a different team that we tied with. I guess not. I guess it was the Colts. Cougars are 1-12. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. All right, so we just keep winning, and then eventually we'll clinch a wild card spot. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.